What was a huge trend that everyone forgot about? The California raisins were freaking huge for about a year. Like 1988 or 1989. I heard it through the grapevine. As performed by the Raisins. Was on the radio. And Hardee's did a promotional thing with their kids' meals where you got these cool little figurines of the members playing their respective instruments. I had quite a few of them. Remember that Claymation Christmas special with the Raisins? In the 1950s there was a fad that was teens seeing how many of themselves they could stuff into a phone booth and swallowing goldfish. When I started college in the mid-'80s, almost everyone had a BlackBerry. The Crackberry era. We'd be messaging each other on BBM on all the time and all that shit. By senior year those phones weren't even a passing thought on our minds. It's impressive how quickly it changed. And all the phones you could slide out a full-size keyboard. It felt like such an upgrade not to have clicked a button several times for one letter. Though I did get super quick at texting using them and felt so accomplished I could do it without looking down. This and our AZR phones. Those rubber bracelets teenagers would wear that apparently had to do with sex. I hope someone knows what I'm talking about. If you grabbed a girl's black bracelet and broke it, supposedly she was supposed to have sex with you. The different colors meant different things. Oh, in my school it meant you did everything, even butt stuff. The trends that old people think are going on are always far more exciting and dramatic than the actual trends. Kids today are drinking a lot of orange juice. So we need to figure out what they're trying to communicate to each other about their sexual and narcotic preferences with their orange juice selection. Maybe we should just ban orange juice too. Be safe. Ed Hardy clothes. I went to Vegas for a bachelorette party in 2007, and there was an Ed Hardy convention at Caesars Palace. I shit you not. Thousands of guys looking like Jersey Shore. AOL chat rooms with strangers and the teen chat. Also, Eamon putting up intricate away messages that included your friends and googling aim away message templates and shit. Damn, I feel old as fuck now. Y'all remember the Sidekick with AIM pre-installed? I remember seeing how long my crush had been away from his computer and imagining all of the amazing things he could be doing. Water beds. Watching media from the 80s and you'd think they were in every home. My parents still have one, and have slept on that same one longer than I've been alive. 31 years. They last a long-ass time if you take care of them. Still have one. Love it. I sleep so much better in my waterbed than when I sleep on my BF's regular mattress. My grandma had one growing up and it was seriously the dopest shit ever. I slept like the dead. Wonder how much it would suck hopping onto it when you're drunk or hungover though. Metrosexual. Google Glass was the next big thing, then it just died. It was never properly released as a consumer product. Only as dev kit. The Explorer program was interpreted to be the legit device release and people raged about the cost and how unfinished it was. Eventually Google just decided enough was enough and pulled the consumer-facing Google Glass project completely, choosing to instead focus on business use and research. New version came out just a few months ago. Crackle nail polish Almo. Wow, I really forgot about this. I think I still have some of that stuff. Jelly shoes. Using 20 to 30 tiny butterfly clips to accent hairstyles. Those little clips did nothing but become hazards once dropped on the floor. Those sticky rubber strings with a foot or hand on, and you put it on your finger like a ring and throw the foot or hand at a wall and it would stick. You could get them from 20p machines in the early 2000s. And then they immediately get all dirty and hairy and gross. The Lambada aka the Forbidden Dance, circa 1991. Those bracelets that made you more stable, balanced, or pulled toxins out of your wrist. Power balance bands. I remember when all the cool kids at my school had those. There was this kid at my school who claimed that it made him run faster. I worked at a flea market when those things were popular, and there was a guy with a stand that sold them and did the little "see how this band improves your balance" demonstration. He would have people stand on one leg with their arms out and push on their arms with and without the band. I asked him one day if that actually worked or what was in it that made it work or something. He just told me that he pushes on them harder without the band on, and that once they've already stood on one leg and have been pushed without the band, they're naturally going to expect and brace themselves accordingly the second time around with a band on. Rainbow Loom. Everyone had like a gazillion different little rubber bands. I still find them around my house. Oh God, I worked at Michael's when these first hit the market and people went bananas. They were super strict about how many each store could get, when they could be on the floor, never using coupons on them. And naturally by the time supply caught up with demand, the trend was dying and we couldn't get rid of them. Bump hits. Is she a fan of Jersey Shore? Does she want to talk to my manager? Neither. She's just trying to attract the most desirable male in the group by having the biggest poof. Butterfly clips. Cucumber melon Bath & Body Works spray. Dream or grass spray from the Gap. Burning custom CDs. I'm still burning CDs like it's 2003. Fingerboards. I still have my tech deck. I had a whole park when I was little. I was all about it. Being older, I'm gonna go with Cabbage Patch Kids. I remember seeing moms about to brawl with each other over those damn things. Remember, each doll was different, so it wasn't just grabbing one off the shelf and being satisfied that you got one. People wanted to pick through every one on the shelf and find the one they liked the best. If two women saw the same one at the same time, oh boy, here we go. Yeah, my sister had some Cabbage Patch dolls. I remember they had Xavier Roberts stenciled on their butt cheeks. What about Pound Puppies? Or Popples? Lol. I saw a little girl walking out of Target the other day holding a box that said Pound Puppies, and I was flung back to my childhood. I guess they're selling them again. The logo looked exactly the same. I loved Popples. Gaming websites in general. Barbie.com, Polly Pocket, MyScene, Cool Math Games, Pop Tropica, Webkins, Stardolls, Girl Go Games. Although I'm pretty sure that last one gamed my computer viruses. I don't have any kids and my little sister is 14, so maybe it's just that I'm not around it. But I feel like kids don't play gaming websites anymore. Anyone remember Millsbury, the online game built around a cereal company? That was the shit. There are too many easily accessible F2P games now. Flash games were absolutely essential growing up though. Addictinggames.com. Personalized ringtones. I rarely hear anyone with custom ringtones now. Bluetooth earpiece for calls. I use customized ringtones for each family member. Then again, I'm old. Ditto. When I'm working construction, I want to know if I let it go to voicemail or if it's a text I really need to read ASAP. My wife's name is Brittany. Therefore she has her own ringtone on my phone. It is the intro to Britney Spears' Gimme More, and just says, "It's Britney, bitch." Or did until my kids started repeating things. Zoot Suits. Tramp stamps. If you were around 18 between 1998 to 2004. Source. Graduated high school in 2001. And have a butterfly on my lower back. The Germans call them Arschgeweih or ass antlers, which is the most fitting name ever. In Hungary it is Ribbenkrenzam, which translates to a bitch's numbered plate. However, I love the German too. And the fact that this has so many funny names. Edit. Spelling. Thank you for the silver. My first award. There's no better testament that humanity should be unified than knowing there's a word for tramp stamp in other languages.
Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.